Right now, someone is screenshot your story to laugh about it. Someone just unfollowed you. Someone thinks your new haircut looks weird. And you know what the crazy part is? In exactly 24 hours, none of them will even remember what they were judging you for. If you've ever posted something and immediately regretted it, if you've ever changed your outfit 5 times because you worried what people would think, if you've ever killed your own dreams because you imagined what your family would say, then you need to hear this. What I'm about to tell you will either piss you off completely or finally set you free. Here's something nobody wants to admit. You think about yourself way more than anyone else thinks about you, and I mean way more. That embarrassing thing you did last week, the one you're still cringing about, I guarantee the people who witnessed it have already forgotten, because they're too busy cringing about their own embarrassing moments. We live in this weird bubble where we think everyone is our personal audience. We post a picture and wait for likes like we're on trial. We say something in a meeting and replay it 47 times wondering if we sounded stupid. But here's the truth bomb. Most people are so wrapped up in their own problems, their own insecurities, their own daily drama, that they barely have mental space left to judge yours. Ask anyone what they're really worried about. It's not your career choices, it's their rent payment. It's not your relationship status, it's their own dating anxiety. It's not your life decisions, it's their own future. You're not the main character in their story. You're barely even a background character. And that's not an insult, that's your freedom. But here's where it gets dark. We've built an invisible prison around ourselves, and the bars are made of imaginary judgment. How many times have you not applied for that job because you thought you weren't qualified enough? How many times have you not started that side hustle because you worried what your co-workers would think? How many times have you stayed in situations that made you miserable because you were afraid of what people would say if you left? I know someone who stayed in a dead-end relationship for 3 years. You know why? Because they were worried about what people would think about them being single at 30. 3 years of their life gone because of imaginary judgment from people who were probably jealous of their freedom anyway. We curate our lives like museum exhibits, perfect breakfast photos while we're stressed about money, gym selfies while we're insecure about our bodies, couple photos while we're fighting in the car. And for what? For likes from people who are doing the exact same thing, for approval from people who are too busy seeking their own approval to really care about yours. The people who actually matter in your life, your real friends, your family who love you, your true supporters, they're going to support you no matter what. And the people who don't support you, why are you living your life trying to impress them? So here's what I want you to try. I call it the Nobody Cares experiment, and it's going to change your life. For the next 48 hours, I want you to act like nobody is watching. And I mean nobody. Wear that weird outfit you love but never wear because it's too much. Post that selfie without editing it for 20 minutes first. Share that opinion you've been keeping to yourself. Start that creative project you've been hiding. I've seen people transform overnight with this. The girl who finally started her TikTok and got 100K followers in a month. The guy who quit his corporate job to become a chef and now owns 3 restaurants. The woman who left her toxic friend group and found her real tribe. You know what they all discovered? The people who mattered cheered them on. The people who didn't matter, well, they proved they didn't matter. Because here's the secret. Authentic people attract authentic people. When you stop performing for the crowd, you start attracting your real audience. Think about your heroes, the people you look up to. Did they get where they are by playing it safe? Did they build their success by asking permission from everyone around them? Hell no. They did it by betting on themselves when nobody else would. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think confidence means not caring what anyone thinks. That's not confidence, that's just being an asshole. Real confidence is caring about the right opinions and ignoring the wrong ones. Here's how you know which opinions matter. Ask yourself 3 questions about the person judging you. 1. Do they know me personally? 2. Are they where I want to be in life? 3. Do they have my best interests at heart? If the answer is no to any of these, their opinion is just noise, and noise doesn't deserve your mental energy. That random person commenting on your Instagram, they don't know you personally. That coworker who always has something negative to say, they're probably not where you want to be in life. That family member who criticizes every decision you make, they might think they have your best interests at heart, but if they're constantly tearing you down instead of building you up, they don't. But your mentor, who gives you tough love because they want you to succeed, listen to them. Your best friend who calls you out when you're self-sabotaging, pay attention. Your partner who supports your dreams even when they're scared, their opinion matters. This isn't about becoming heartless, it's about becoming selective. It's about protecting your energy so you can use it to become who you're meant to be. So what happens when you finally get this? When you really truly understand that most people are too busy with their own lives to judge yours. You start making decisions based on your values instead of your fears. You stop asking for permission to live your life. You quit jobs that drain your soul. You end relationships that don't serve you. You start businesses that excite you. You travel to places that call to you. And here's the beautiful part. When you stop living for other people's approval, you start living for your own growth. And when you focus on your own growth, you become the kind of person others actually want to be around. I know a woman who spent 15 years as an accountant because her parents said it was practical. She was miserable every single day. Finally, at 37, she said screw it and became a yoga instructor. Her parents freaked out for about 6 months. You know what happened next? They started bragging about their daughter, who had the courage to follow her dreams. The people who judge you for playing it safe will also judge you for taking risks. The people who judge you for being too quiet will also judge you for being too loud. So if you're going to be judged either way, you might as well be judged for being yourself. Your life is not a democracy. Other people don't get a vote. This is your one shot, your one chance, your one life. Stop letting other people's imaginary opinions rob you of your real dreams. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to think of one thing you've been holding back on because you're worried about what people will think. Got it? Good. Now I want you to imagine yourself at 80 years old, looking back on your life. What's going to matter more, that you took the risk and lived authentically, or that you played it safe and never offended anyone? The truth is, most people are so caught up in their own drama, their own fears, their own insecurities, that they don't have time to judge your life choices. And the few people who do, they're usually the ones who wish they had your courage. So stop waiting for permission. Stop asking for approval. Stop living your life in the comment section of other people's opinions. If this video gave you the kick in the arse you needed, smash that subscribe button. Not because I need the validation, but because you need the reminder that your life is yours to live. Comment below with one thing you're going to stop caring about and one thing you're going to start doing. Let's build a community of people who choose courage over comfort, authenticity over approval. Remember, nobody cares about your life as much as you think they do, and that's not a problem to solve. It's a superpower to use. Now go live like it.